Okay, got it. Mic was not on. So now mic is on. So once again, welcome to this live, and we are going to create the APIs using AdonisJS, and with the use of AdonisJS, we are going to have the authentication also, and that authentication we will do with some packages for this Adonis. And for those who don't know about the AdonisJS, it's a Node.js framework which is inspired from Laravel, but it is more powerful than any other Node framework because it has a very nice structure. It follows MVC pattern, the model, view, and controller pattern. And yesterday we have created a to-do app using the web part of this Adonis, and today we are going to explore the API part using authentication and creating some APIs. So someone is from Tamil Nadu, that's very nice, and from South Africa also, so that's really cool. And welcome everyone from everywhere. Okay, so how we can start? As you can see, we have this Adonis 5 website, or it's a preview. It's in the version 5 is in preview, and very soon it's going to be in the alpha version, and within 1 or 2 months it will be available as a stable release of version 5. And version 5 is really mind-blowing. It has drastically improved the performance, developer experience, and everything. And one more is Muhammad Ali is from Nigeria, so we are connecting people from various parts of the world. So we are from India, we are from South Africa, and from Nigeria. Amazing. Okay, Angolan is also here. Cool. So welcome to everyone here. So how we can start? As I told you, we need to go to the guides. If you don't know about Adonis, you just need to explore this documentation. It's very nice, and in my opinion it's going to be updated very soon with a very nice developer experience here also. So how we can get started with Adonis? To get started with Adonis, we need to run this npm init Adonis ts app and then give the project name. Simple. So let's go, and here we have it, the terminal, and here I can type, and this time I say Adonis API live because we are going to create API in this live. Okay, so hit enter, and this is going to actually ask which kind of Adonis project you want to create, whether you want to create a web or whether you want to create a API version of this AdonisJS. Okay, so we need to wait for a while because my system becomes slow when I do live, because I have OBS running, external mic connected, external camera connected, and after some time I need to charge this. So now you can see it says select the project structure. This time, as I told you, we want the API server, so hit enter here, and then it's asking for the name. Okay, enter, and then ESLint I don't want, and then it's going to create the whole project for us for a API structure. Once again, we need to wait for a while to complete this, and I hope we are going to create something interesting so that you will also going to enjoy, and you will see how Adonis is going to work. And no, it has nothing to do with the subject, but what's your opinion about Iranian programmer? I don't have any opinion about Iranian programmers. Everyone is good. Programmers are programmer. It's not like an Indian programmer, Iranian programmer. American programmer need just two things. One Wi-Fi and one laptop. Done. No country, no place required. Okay, next let's explore this while this is installing, creating the project. Okay, so when you create a API server for API structure for our Adonis, then you don't have this views, the sessions, and then shields. Obviously we don't want these things, but we want is this cors thing we need. So and we have some content negotiation is forced to JSON inside config app.ts. Okay, good. Okay, finally we have done with the Adonis application. So I'm going to close this and I'm going to open the directory, and let's open this project with the VS Code. And now let's explore it. So once again, if you don't know about Adonis has a very nice commands which you can invoke using node ace. So ace commands we have. So if we run this ace command, okay, so what happened? Make sure compile before running. Okay, so we have to wait. No, okay, I got it. First we need to serve, so ace serve watch, and first we need to start the server. And now since we have the server is running, if I now try, like, what's going on? Yes, you can see now we are having all these commands. So it's very easy to create things like if you want to create a controller, exception, middleware, views, these kind of things are become easy with the use of this command. So since server is running and we have created a API server for this Adonis, this means if I go to localhost 3333, we are getting this hello, very nice. And since it is a API, so we are just getting the JSON in return, and this is super cool that we are getting the JSON in return. How this hello world is coming? Okay, so Gurvinder is asking about Sarthak, what about the Next.js memory game? Gurvinder, at that time I don't know what happened. Electricity was not there, the internet was not working, and because of all these things my mind doesn't work at that time. So yes, I will do that once again. The memory game, I will cover it later, but for now I'm just focusing on the Adonis, and yeah, that's it. And let's see first this, we will talk about that later. Hi man, loved your Svelte series, thank you. And Jaydeep says, do you have any idea about Next.js? It's provide ORM like Laravel in Node, and will you make any video in the future? So Jaydeep, I can tell you that this Adonis is actually inspired, or actually not inspired. Adonis is using this Next.js, and it's not using totally, it's using as a you can say some of the things are modified for Adonis, and behind the scene everything is Next.js in Adonis, and that's a very nice thing if you want to know about this. So I need to explore from where this hello world is coming. It's coming obviously from the route. So we have to go to the start. We have this routes.ts file, and inside this you can see we are having this nice a route which says when you have a get request on the base URL, then we are going to run this function which is going to return simply a object which is hello and world. Very nice. Okay, so since we are having this, why don't we convert this thing for a you can say for a controller. Sometime I forgot. So here we have this command called make controller. So you can simply say node is make controller, and this time I'm going to create a home controller. Okay, that's good. And home controller is available inside app controller http home controller. And here we need to actually define a function. So public async, and function name is index I'm going to create. And here I'm going to say return, and returning the hello, and here come Adonis API. Okay, that's done. Let's open the routes file, and instead of this thing, I'm going to provide home controller dot index. Very nice. Let's see, is it going to work or not? Let's reload. And yeah, it is working. Adonis API is here. Very, very nice. So this is again a very nice thing. And people are saying that npm AdonisJS did not work for me. Okay, so Jason Harris, can you tell me what error you are getting while you're running this npm init AdonisJS app? Alkintorm is PHP based, you can't use it with Node. Obviously, you cannot use, you can use Next. I explained to you about this one. This Next.js is very nice. You can use it for Node. And HL, this terminal is a VS Code default terminal. Yeah. Okay, the theme is, I forgot the theme name. Can anybody explain me? It's something 10. I totally forgot the name. That's really bad. I don't know. Okay, let's focus on Adonis. So since we have this, why don't we create some CRUD application, or simply CRUD application. So in the last, that means yesterday, I have created, you can say, database, and inside this database we had this to-dos, and we have all these to-dos. Okay, and for now I'm going to delete everything so that just it's empty for now. And then what I want to have a route which is going to be served for creating the to-dos. Okay, so first we need to create the migration. But if I say node is, you can see we don't have any command to create the migration. Yeah, it's Oh My Z Shell theme, but once again I forgot the name. So to create this migration, we actually need to install one module for database in Adonis. So setup is here, and we need to install this one. So let's clear it and install. Once this is installed, we need to invoke this Lucid module or package, you want to say. Then it is going to set up everything for us. Okay, now let's see. Yeah, it's going to take some time. While this is taking time, let me explore the theme I have. So what if I check for Vim, Z Shell RC? Is there anything defined here? I don't know. I don't think there is any theme information given here. Yeah, power level 10k. Got this point. This is the power level 10k. Okay, cool. So you can have this power level 10k for Oh My Z shell. Very important. For Oh My Z shell, Oh My Z shell, power level 10k. This is the one. Yeah, here is the one. Oh, I told you, it's power level. Okay, got it. Next, we need to invoke this Lucid module. I think Adonis can compete with Express. There is two aspects of this question. One is because Express is so famous, Adonis has hard competition. But in my personal opinion is like on Express, everything you need to set up on your own, but Adonis gives you everything already done. So for business purpose, you don't have to waste your time for creating things or for having the proper structure using Express. Adonis saves lots of your time. Should create FAQ with your setup. You're right, Manoj. I have to create that. Okay. Actually, I'm going to create my own website like sarthaksavi.com, and there I'm going to have all my configurations and everything I work, like my YouTube channel, my podcast, everything. Once again, let's copy this one to invoke or this Lucid module we have. Once we do this, you will see it's going to have lots of things. It has configured various things, and now it's asking which database you want to use. So what if I use SQLite? I have never used SQLite. Let's explore this one. This is going to be interesting. I have never used it. So it says it has created a temp directory. It has actually configured the env file, and it's now installing SQLite 3 package and Luxon package. So this one is also used by this AdonisJS. So Luxon is there, and it is going to be useful for the time or date time formatting. It is like a Carbon for PHP and of like moment in JavaScript. So it's the same. Okay. Does it support MongoDB? I don't know. I think it support. So you can see the MariaDB, Oracle, Postgres, and SQLite. SQL. It's not given here. I don't know about this. MongoDB. It should support it, but it's not given here. Let's search for Mongo. It's not given. That means Mongo. Okay, so I think it's not supported yet, but obviously later we will have the support. No worries. Let's go here. Everything is set up. So now, since we don't have anything on our SQLite database, what we need the model first. So let's create a node ACE and make model, because now since we have installed this Lucid and now we have this migration commands, then we also have this model command. It doesn't support MongoDB. Okay, so then we say that node is make model, and the model is going to be to do model, and the model is created. So we can go here on this app model to do .ts we have, and this is a model, looks like this thing. And then we have this number created at, but then we need the migration also. So node is make migration for to-dos, and that's also done. And you can find the migration inside database. What happened? Database migration, and here we are. We have this to-dos migration, and now I can say table dot string and have a title, and once again table dot boolean for is underscore completed. And in Adonis you have to use this snake case underscore to separate two different words. Now since we have the migration, and you can see we have this .env file. Inside this .env file we already have the DB connection. So now I can run the migration. Node is migration run. Okay, so we are having the migration. That means now we can work upon creating the routes to have the, you can say, the to-dos. So I'm going to create a route dot get for to do, and then I'm going to create to do controller dot index to have all the to-dos. So once again create a new controller called node is make controller, and this is going to be to do controller, and now controller name is actually to-dos. This Adonis did this task. It has created the plural form of this. Okay, no issues. So now go to this to-dos controller and create a function called public async index, and we are going to return to do dot all. And since we are returning, we should see empty array for to do dot all, because we don't have any to do in our database. So let's go here and say slash to do, and yeah, we are having this empty. So people are saying it will not in future 2. Why, Sanjay? Can you explain? It's not for 5. NP found something on Google about Adonis install Lucid Mongo. Whoa, very nice. Someone is also from Colombia. Welcome, Garcia Holguin. Okay, so Roshan is back. Hello, Roshan. How are you? So we are having this once again, one more live for Adonis. Okay. So next I need to put the charger on. Yeah. Okay, so now we need to create the to-do. So that means we need a post request for to-do. This time it should be the store method. And then we can have one more function inside this controller, public async store, and here we need to say to do dot create. Okay, and in this create we need to pass the title, and is completed to false. Okay, but we need to get the data from the request. So we have this request. Okay, and from here I can say request dot input, that should be in and input of title. Is it good? Yeah. But VS Code is giving us some error. This is because we need to define the, you can say, the name of the fields for this to-do model inside this to-do model, obviously. So let's open the to-do model we have. You can see this Adonis has already given us the way to define. So we need to just say like public, and title is going to be a string, and then we have public, and once again public is completed as boolean. But if you define just like this, it will treat it as a normal variable or normal public variable. Then we need to say that this is actually a column name, like here. Same comes here. Okay, so now if I go to that controller, we don't have any problem. When you're done with this, you need to return some response. So I can say return response, and we can get the response from here. So response and response dot, and now you can see we are not getting any proper suggestion for it, because now we need to provide the type of these things, which is HTTP context contract, like this. After that, if I hit dot, now you can see we are having all sorts of commands we can not command the function we can use for this response object. So now we need to return JSON, and inside that I can say created, or instead of JSON, actually we also have one more thing called send, and sending just a string called created. Okay, now let's try. But from the browser we cannot send the post request. That means we need, I think you guessed it right, postman. So greeting, okay. So someone is from Argentina. Welcome Christian and David, welcome from Argentina. And hello Sarthak, I'm from Indonesia. Someone is from Indonesia. So we are having people from various countries. So greeting to India. I've been once in Gurgaon, New Delhi. Wow, very nice. Ethiopia, that's cool. Yes, I saw a notification. It was in market. Huh? In the I was in the market. Okay, sorry. And then we have a Rasik Kumar. Please first make a video on Node.js. It's actually Node.js, Rasik. It's a Node.js framework, and I believe for a beginner you should start with Adonis. It's very easy, extremely easy compared to any other thing. There is a cool VS Code extension called REST client if you want to try. Okay, but I have this postman. Later I can try. So localhost :3333. If I send a GET request, we should have this response. Yeah, that's good, and I can zoom it for you like this. Now next we need to have a to do and hit send. Yeah, we are getting nothing. Finally we need to send a post request. In the post request we don't want any authorization for now, but on the body I want to give the title as like here, hello Adonis, and yeah, that's done. Now hit send. Woohoo, it says created. This means if I go and I can check here on the browser, if I reload the page, yes, we have this hello Adonis. Extremely nice thing. Which theme you use for VS Code? Let me check the theme. Color theme is community material theme, pale night high contract. That's easy. So we have this to do. One thing I like, whenever you want to create an API, you need to have localhost 3333/API/to-do. So this you can easily do with this thing like /API/. But since we are having a GET request, a post request, then we need to create the update and lots of things. So it would be great if we can have the route group. So yes, we have the group. So inside this group, we can have a function that is going to hold these two routes, and then I can define here, I can say like prefix is going to be API. Now it's going to work. It's not going to work with just /to-do, because now we need to say API/to-dos. To-do only, not to-dos. Yeah, so it's working. Okay, so same we can do here, like API/ and this time I can change hello from API and click on send. It is created. Reload to data we have. But see this, we are having 200. Okay, but it is actually the created, so we need to send the proper status code also. Okay, go to the to-dos controller, and here we are sending created, and I can send the JSON, so created as true, or you can say message as created, anything you want, like this. But before this JSON, I can have a status, and we can define the status code as 201. This means if I now try to create hello from API with status code and now hit send, yeah, we are having an object or JSON simply, and yes, we have a 201 created. That's amazing. Okay, next we need to have some update part. Okay, so create a route for update, and this should be the patch. Okay, and to-do / comes ID, and here we should have a update. Go to controller, public async update, and we have a request, then we have a response. We need to define it as a HTTP context contract, and okay, from here we also need the params so that we can grab the ID. Okay, so from here, first what we need to extract the to-do from the database. Okay, so const to-do is equal to to-do dot find or fail, this one, by using params.id, like this. And for now, I'm just going to return this to-do. Okay, and let's check this one. So this time I'm going to say ID is 2 or 1 2 3. So 3 elements, 3 data we have, and 1 2 3 ID, and we have some comment. Fitra Mohammed says, hey, have you ever tried Nest.js? I think you should give a shot. If Adonis is Node.js Laravel, Nest is like a Spring Boot for Node.js. Yeah, I have seen that, but in my opinion, Adonis gives you more freedom, more functionality, and in Adonis, everything is created by the creator. It's not using any external dependency, which any day can be modified, or it's the nest is depends upon different things. Adonis is all in all its core, so it has its own ORM, it has its own libraries for different things. That's why I have tried the Adonis first, not the nest. I love Laravel, but I hate syntax of PHP. Then is it a wise decision to move to Node.js? Okay, if you don't like the syntax of PHP, then absolutely you can move to Node.js. Okay, so it looks like Laravel as a framework, Laravel framework as working. Yeah, it looks like, but obviously it's not. Okay, so let's try this with /2, and the ID 2 we have a hello from API, and we should get return that thing. So if I send a patch request for this, and let's see what's going to happen. Send, and yeah, we are getting this very easily from hello from API. That's the second one. If I say the third one, we are getting the third one. Okay, have tried Nest, not a good experience. Yeah, okay, that's good news because I love Adonis. Now, what I want, since I have this, I need to update it. Okay, so I can say to-do dot is completed to true. Is it going to work like this? Oh, that has to be actually the object we are getting, or the model instance actually. Why we are having this error? It does not exist on the type. Oh. Let's have the await here. Now that's gone. Okay, so that's done. And to do dot save. Okay, so that's good, but then see this. Yes, we can change anything, and is completed to true. Instead of true, I should get it from the request dot input of is completed. So then we need to send that is completed from here. So is completed, and I should say true for now. So yeah, it is 0, that means false, and we need to convert it to true. And after doing all these things, so we are returning the modified version of the to-do. Okay, so send it, and yeah, we have this true is completed to true. Again, very nice. Okay, so instead of this, I should return a response. So I can say response, because I want to send some status code also. Response dot status. Status code is going to be 20. What is that for status code? Updated. Let's search for status code for update. Adonis has a little bit similar to file structure like Laravel. Yes, it is having. I tried now. Okay, so is Bitfumes you full-time job? Yes, this is my full-time job. So that's why I need all your support, because I want to reach 100k subscriber till the end of this year. This is my goal. That's why I'm doing this hard work. Okay, so now it says for put request you can have a 200 or 204. 202 could be for resource, 202 for delete. Okay, let's try this 204, and then we need to send we are not having it, like we are just sending the to do. Once again, now I'm going to make it false. False. Send it. What happened? Once again, try. Okay, so we are getting 204 means no content. So we cannot, although we are sending it, because the status code is 204. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, so since we are sending it, but we say that status code is 204, which means no content. That's why we are not having it. What if I say 202 and once again if I send it, I need to wait for a moment because now my system becomes super slow. And yeah, we have accepted and we have this completed as false. Very nice. Okay, so that's done. And now Adelson says, it's my first time to watch something being doing with Adonis. Seems confused, but I love it. I will dig more. Yes, I should encourage you to have a look on this Adonis. It's very nice. You don't need to define a code manually. Sanjay, if I'm not defining it manually, then it's going to send 200. I want to change it, so that's why. Anyways, since we have this to-do system, now what I want to move all these to-dos behind a middleware of Auth Authentication. That means we need the real authentication system. For that, we can go to the preview version of preview version of Adonis. So we have Adonis, and on this Adonis 5 we can go to this authentication, and here we can say, you can try this code. Yeah, please send. Okay, so here we have a setup, and we need to define this one, alpha. And you can see actually we have this middleware at the last, and we need to define this middleware, app middleware auth. So if I go here on the app, we don't have any middleware because we need to install this auth module. Response not found. Oh, in that way. Yes, you are right. So but what if for the update, is there any response.update? Yes, I know that there is also response.created. So instead of this, we can directly say created like this. It is also going to work. So let's try this for create. So with status code from created, give the post request, send it. And yeah, you can see created 201. Yeah, that's good, but for update I think we need to give it. Anyways, let's get back, and we need to install the auth module for this Adonis. So we can copy this and we can paste it, hit enter. While this is installing, let's go on the documentation, because then we need to invoke Adonis auth. So after having it, let's go, and we need to wait for some time to have it. That's good. And we need to wait. We can't do anything because my system becomes too slow because of all these things, and the maximum memory is eaten by that OBS, the broadcasting software. That's why. So accepted for, oh, thanks Sanjay. It looks like you are a pro in Adonis. So why not just message me on Twitter and we will chat about Adonis, and let's see what you are doing. Okay, so once again, let's invoke this Adonis auth. Now it says what you want for finding the user. I want the lucid. So then it says what you want. I want the API token. So select it. Then it says enter the model name. Model name should be the user. And create the migration for user. Yes, absolutely. Create migration for API token table. Yes, create that. And finally, it's done. When you have all these things, let's see now. You can see now we have this middleware called auth. And this is going to check whether user is logged in or not with the use of token. But first, I want to restrict the access of these to-dos using this middleware. So what happened? I think it's restarting. Open. Yeah, it's restarted, I think. Yeah, it's restarted. Okay, so we need to restrict. So we need to add this middleware. And it says first you need to register that auth middleware inside your kernel and registered name. So let's copy this one from here and go to start. We have a kernel. And from here at the bottom, we can see we have this registered name. Have it. Okay, so since we have this, and now I want to use and into the route. So I can simply say dot middleware of auth. So copy this, create a go to route, and is there any middleware? Yeah, we can have this middleware for all these groups. So we can say we have a middleware of auth. Why just auth? Because in a kernel we have defined the middleware name as auth here. Okay, so let's close the kernel, and routes are now protected with the use of middleware. This means if I now go and try to access it, it's giving the error. It says unauthorized. Super cool. So next we need to send a token here from here. So let's try from Postman. So now it says unauthorized. We need to send the access token from this header, like I'm sending it here, but not this one. This is for a different project. Okay, so for that first we need a user, then we need to make login, then we need to do all sorts of things next. Okay, once again, what I'm going to do, I'm going to actually create a new route group. So let's create a route group. Inside that, let's have it, and this middleware is only going to be applicable to this to-do routes. But then I'm going to create a route dot post for register, and that should be register controller dot index. Okay, so let's create this controller first, and here we are. Node is make controller register controller. So now it has converted it to registers. Okay, so this is not good. I don't like this. Registers controller. It's okay. Public async index, and then I want to register to the user model, and you can see on the app model, we already have this user model because we have installed the auth, and auth has created the model. And actually, if you open this user model, you can see that we have an email, we have a password, remember me, created at, updated at, and some password hashing system. We have the events in Adonis. So before saving what we want to do, that's thing we want to do. Okay, so here we are, and next what we want, here we need to use the user model. And from this user model, I'm going to say I want to create a new user, and here I'm going to provide we need to provide first. Let's validate things. So first need to say const data is equal to schema, and this schema is going to be for, let's go to the validation. Yeah, this one. So core validator is there, and with a small s, schema dot create, and inside this I'm going to say first we need to validate the email, and this should be once again schema dot, it should be the, is there any email? I think this is a string dot, is there an email? I think there is a rule kind of thing. So validation rule, come here, let's go to the rules, and now we need to import the rules from the validator, and then we define like here. Okay, so a string, and then we need to, actually we can copy everything like this, and let's import the rules, comma rules. Okay, so it says on the users model it should be the unique and it should be the email, so rules.email. Okay, then we also need the password and a string. Oh, first schema dot string, and is there any rules for this password? I can search for password. Yeah, that has to be confirmed. Okay, so I can paste this. Good, done that. And when we pass the rule, then we get the data here on the data field. So let's try to return it first. Return data and try to register. So instead of to do, I can say register and hit a post request. Yeah, post request. From here we are not going to pass anything, and we should get the error. Yeah, we are getting the error. It says we have an error tree. This is an error tree. Real error comes here. Yeah, so we have the password, which should be, rules are like this, name is required, and allow undefined, no, false. So all these things, every rule we have broken is there. So let's provide the email. First email is sarthak@bitfilms.com. Then if I hit this, just it should only give me the error for password. Okay, so we are getting for email. Okay, what happened here? Email we are sending. What if I send it as a form data? So email comes sarthak@bitfilms.com. Send this. Okay, so now it says you have to send the JSON. AdonisJS. What's that? Why we are having this validation for? Okay, so it says required rule string email unique. We are defining everything. Why we are getting this? Anyone can help me? Email sarthak@bitfilms.com. We have done this. We are sending it as a JSON for this register, and we have this validations. On this validations, if we are giving any issue, if I'm not returning anything, then what's going to happen? Okay, wait. Because of request, what kind of request? Default is form data. Sanjay is pro in Adonis, so he says default is form data. But when I send it as a form data, it says you need the JSON, invalid JSON. You're creating a schema and then saving it inside the variable data, then you are returning data, means the schema, not the validation data from the request. Okay, got your point. You are right. But what I think is, like, it should not go after this if we are breaking any rules. Is it good? Let's search here while you answer something. Then I need to search from the usage. Go. So we have this. I think I got the point. We are having all these things, the schema, and I got it. Await. I forgot this await. Now click on register. Still we are getting that same thing. Now says, but you are not validating any data here. You are only creating a validation schema. Oh really? Request.validate. Romain, thank you for that. And I totally forgot to validate. I just have created the schema. So validations like this, and then it's a const data is equal to, I can move it up, request.validate. So I think first I need to import the request from HTTP, and I can uncomment from here. HTTP context contract. Nice name, context contract. Okay. Dot validate, and validate from the validations. Is it same? No, we need to say schema and then the validation. Validate schema is validations. Now we should get, yeah, where is index request? I have imported it. Yeah, this one. Oh really? I don't know, I'm sorry about that. Romain is from Adonis team, thank God. And it's my pleasure someone is from Adonis team. This time, yes, I was thinking that the error was not looking good. Okay, so now we have rules. This, it says message and required validation fail. This one fails. And first, then it says no such table. That means we have to run the migration. So node is oh, not that, migration run to create the users table. Nice to meet you, Romain. Yeah, me too, Romain. Nice to meet you. Okay, so we are here, and if I now hit send after waiting for some time, okay, finally we are getting error for password only. Big thanks to Romain for this. I totally forgot to validate things, and that's how you create the live session on YouTube. Okay, finally we are here, and then since we have the data, we need to firstly have this also, the password. So we need to say like password is secret123, then once again password, then secret123, and it should be like this. Okay. Godavari, what happened? Why you have lots of messages? Okay, so this is not a password. This should be confirmed password. So what should I have to give here? Is it like, okay, so password confirmation field, password underscore confirmation field. Password underscore confirmation comes secret123. Okay, so this should return these two fields. Cool. So we have passed the validation, and now we can easily create by just giving the data. And we need to say user and await, and then return. Return, and we can return full user just like this, or you want to create a response dot created from user and pass the user, not from user, just pass the user. And what happened? Okay, so remove this, and we need to get like response also. Yeah, that's good. Okay, so since we have all these things and we are getting this like, okay, so what we can do, we can spread it like this. What happened? Why this is giving error? All you need to do, await request validate. Validate is a sync method. Yeah, welcome Vic, you are here, very happy. Okay, let's try validate. Validate is wrong. Validate is insert into users created at, okay, created at this. So I think let's open the user model. Remember me is there, password is there, email is there. Okay. User create email is data.email, password is data.password. Let's do like this. Does not exist on the type. Okay, I think I have to listen to work. Okay, I have to remember this await thing. Finally, we can wait. We have to wait. Yay! We have another error, which is for PHP Argon 2. We can simply install this. This is a password hashing library. So how can, oh, we need npm install simple PHP Argon 2, I think. Romain and Rick both are here. Yeah. Okay, so let's wait for this. So Argon 2 is the default password hashing system here on. If you can go to the config, we have a hash, and from this hash you can see, let's go. Here we are. We have this Argon hash driver as Argon. If you want, you can change it from the .env hash driver. You can make it bcrypt. Then if you are using bcrypt, then you need to install phc bcrypt. So wait. Okay, it's done, I think. Finally done. Thank you for using Argon. That's okay. System hacked. No, not system hacked. Send it once again. Finally we should get, yeah, we are having this. So since we have the user, now we need to create a system to log in the user. Godavari, please don't write lots of messages. I think it's not good. Okay, so one more for login. So route.post/login. Oh, login, log in, and you can create the auth controller. So let's make it auth controller instead of register controller. Auth controller. Let's go and rename this to auth controller. Let's go. And from app controller to register controller, let's rename to auths. No, not auths, just auth controller. This happened when you are not focused on one thing. So I'm totally focused on different things. Okay, so now we have this, and we need to change the name of the function. So I call it register, and then I call it login, and here let's have register. System become too slow. Public async login, and from this we need request and we need response, both of these things. Then how we can log in a user? So first we need to find the user from the email, and then we need to check the hashing. No, because we have the auth from here, and with a simple single A, not double A. And you can go to the authentication, I think. Hide password for registration. You are right, Sadiq, and we can do that thing from user model, and we have the password from this column name. We can define as serialize, and this is serialize or serialize as, I just forgot. I think serialize null, I believe. And let's try with with a different Sorry, let's try with a different email and register. It should not return the password it's returning, so I think it's realize as, and then is it, how about this, realize as null 3 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2 2. Okay, so we have removed the password from this response. So whenever we are returning the user object, then it's not going to include the password. It's a very powerful thing. Just above the password you have defined inside the model, inside this column decorator, define serialize as null. Very easy. Okay, so that's done. Sadiq, Umar, thank you for the suggestion. Okay, let's get back to the login. So I was here and I'm searching for login. So I think yeah. So first this is register, and yeah, login user is here. So we have, very nice. So we need to grab the email and the password, and then we can use the auth. We can grab from this HTTP context contract, then attempt login with the email and the password, then redirect our, not redirect, return the response, because we are creating the APIs. Okay, so const email is equal to request on only email, and do this same thing for password, and then okay, only okay, that's done. And finally we need to say something. Okay, so await auth dot attempt. I want suggestion. Okay, suggestion is not there because I have to provide the type HTTP context contract. And now we are having the suggestion, and then we need to pass the email and the password, and finally return response dot what we can return response user. Return, we need to return the token. So we need to go to the API guard actually, because then we need to search for API. So login, here is the login. So it says there is guard for API, but since we have created the API version of Adonis, so we don't need any API. We don't have to define, because it's default. The guard is default, and if you go on the config auth, somewhere we have defined, yeah, so already guard is by default as API, so we don't have to define it. Then we get the token, and we just need to say token to JSON. Okay, so const token is like this, and we are having lots of errors. We will tackle it. Dot to JSON, we are not getting. Okay, so what we are doing wrong here? First let's remove it. Only argument of a string is not able to parameter of type string of arrays. Request input, it's not only, it's input. Done. Now we need to say to JSON and return it. So this is going to return us the Okay, let's try once again. Not once again, this is the first time for the login. So login for post request, and this should be the email, this one, and password. Let's hit send. Yay, we are getting the token back. Very nice. So we can copy this token from here, and then I'm trying to first go to the to-do, and let's get the to-dos. Obviously we cannot, but now I'm going to send the authorization bearer token, and after hitting send, we are expecting to have the to-dos list here. Send it. Yes, we are having all the 4 to-dos back here, and we can obviously create one more to-do because we now have it. So we can simply type the title as after login, and like here. That's cool because we are having the header, but if we remove the header, we will say unauthorized. Extremely easy with the use of AdonisJS 5. Okay, so next thing I want to show you is, like, if I get all the to-dos, you can see we have this created at as some timestamp, but I don't want, I want some formatted one. So how we can format our data we have? So we need to go to the to-do model, and as we done with the serialize for the password, we can do some serialization for our column also. So I believe for the created at, let's try this. I think we can do like this. No, does not exist. So okay, so inside this auto create is true. Can we do this serialize as, and here we get the value. Is it going to be the one? Value dot no, whatever, I just say serialize value dot okay, so how this is going to work? It's auto created, auto update is done. Any help from anyone? Can you return paginated to-dos? Okay, so that's interesting thing. Okay, so let's first do this formatting of dit, then after that we will try the pagination. Okay, so here we have the column, here we have the date time. Okay, so is there anything serialize model? Here we are, serialize model, we have this. What happened? Click, it's not moving anywhere. Go, yeah, where we are. Okay, so here we are defining primary is true, auto. Okay, so I need serialization for serialize as. So I was doing correctly, so it should be serialize as. So let's undo serialize as. That's okay, but we are getting error. It says okay, I think we need to define I need to define here, it is a date time. Okay, so we have defined the type. Okay, I think I'm doing something wrong here. Created at. Okay, so here we are, serialize, and we can do like this. Okay, that's it. And now if I say dot, we have the formatting for various things. So what if I say dot diff? I don't know, I have not tried it. Let's see what's going to happen. Send it. Wait. Let's wait. It's not there. Is it a function? Yeah, it's a method, yes. So we need to call this. Okay, is valid. Okay, so we need to pass something inside. Okay, I'm not going to use it. I'm going to say format. So to format, and then we can define the formatting for, what if I say just M? Is it going to work? Okay, so we have from Henry Diaz, he is trying to say something. I cannot understand this. Yes, we have M, and if you want, I told you we can search for Luxon. Diff for human, Sadik says diff for human. Let's try this. Is there any diff for human? Dot diff now is there, but not diff for human. Diff for human is not there. There is something, but I don't know what that. So I like that formatting system. So you can format it like anything. So API doc, and date time. I think I'm on wrong place. No. Yeah. So let's try this. This is. So I think, yes, I have to go to the manual, I think. Yes, on the manual, we can search for formatting. And formatting says, here we are. Yeah, this one is good. And if Vivek is watching, he will say, Sarthak always try to do exactly same what he did. Okay, let's once again send with a wait. Yeah, so 2020 October 2020 October 22. Nice. Okay, so we have done that. Can we do the same thing for updated one? Like this. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Boom. Still it's not working. Yes, we have this. Okay, so now both dates are formatted. Value.format YYYMMDD YYYMMDD. I don't know, is this going to work? YYYMMDD. So that should be 4 Y's. We will try this. And you said the pagination. I have not done that. Let's try this. Pagination. Here we have the pagination. Let's try pagination record. Okay. Now, in that case, we need to use this query builder and then paginate with the page and the limit. Let's try that. First, let's check this is going to work or not. Or if I refresh, send. We have weird kind of created at YYYY 10/22 October 2020. Let's get back with the old format. Okay, so as you said, Sadiq, we need the pagination for to do. So go to to do controller. We have this here. We are returning all the to dos. Instead of that, we need to use this query builder, and we can have like this, and then from the request we can accept or define the limits. Actually, const limit is equal to request dot input of page. So it is actually the page, not the one. So request okay, so the second parameter I think is the by default one, so it is actually the page, and const limit is 10. We can also accept the limit or per page kind of thing. Let's do that. So we are going to have from request dot in input for no, not limit, I can say per page is going to be by default 10. If I am right, the second parameter is a default one. By default it is going to be 10. Let's try this. Query page limit, correct. Okay, so instead of 10, because we don't have the 10 data, we just have 6 data, so I'm going to make it 2 by default, and then we can change it from the query parameter. So let's try it. Wait. So code peer. Sarthak, you are my hero. Thank you, but you are the hero, and it's raining outside. Okay, so yeah, we have the pagination. Cool. We just have a 2, and we need to go to the second page. So if I define like page as 2, page 2 is there. If I say, so we are currently having ID 1 and ID 2. If I hit send, ID 3 and F4, and as I have given, I need per page as 3 instead of 2. I can change the default behavior, send it, and now I am having 3, 1 to 3. Very nice. So we have done all these things. We have done lots of things actually. Adonis is really amazing. It's a mind-blowing thing. Once again, thank you Virk, and thank you the Romain. I think I have to see why am I have to wait. Yeah, so it's now working, and Romain, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, Romain. So thank you Virk, and thank you Romain. And Henry says, greeting, a big huge from Guatemala. You're a freak in terms of technology. Thank you Henry, and please help me to reach 100k very soon. That's my goal. And also you can follow me on Twitter at Sarthak Savvy, because I'm very active here. All the information about any kind of live, anything I'm working on, you can find here inside the tweets. So what you need to do, you need to go to the Sarthak Savvy. This is a simple name, Sarthak Savvy. Follow me there, and you can send me DM and we can have chat. Finally, you can see we have done lots of things today, and one more thing is there. What if, let's see here, since currently we are having let's get back the to do all. Let's try something before going. Can you try about role access? I have never tried role access, but Maybe I will try it later. Adonis is pretty damn close to Laravel. Yeah, it's close, but I like the way it has written and the things we are having here. Yeah, nice, very nice. So I was saying that I need something like I don't want to provide it as ID and title, or I want to have a custom field which is not available inside the database, but although I want to add inside the database of, not the database, inside of the object of this to do. I'm going to the to do model, and I'm going to create a computed property. If you are familiar with Laravel, then we call it you can say access, no, not accessor, a simple function. You can create a get something attribute, and it's same. So computed, or if you're familiar with Vue.js, then we have the computed property, and this is going to be public. I have to search. Answer my question. What is the difference between Node and Laravel AdonisJS? So yeah, Sanjay has given a very nice answer. So I can search for computed properties here, and we can define computed property like this. We have a simple function with a get and the name, and then do whatever we want. Accessor mutator, no, accessor mutator is like see this on the user model. If you open the user model, what we are doing here is like a mutation. So whenever we store inside the database, before storing we are running this. So this is mutator, and we can do something before getting from the from here. We can we are modifying the behavior of this created at. This is accessor. So this we are accessing from the database. This is totally different thing. This is a custom field we are going to add. So get, and what we can add, in-depth AdonisJS someday. Tanzim, you read my mind, but it's not going to be in-depth Adonis. It's going to be something interesting, something cool, which if everything goes right, we will have that. Okay, so title, and what I can pass here. What if I say user, and I say auth dot, I'm not sure. I've never done this thing. Auth is not available here, I think. Actually, you can return anything. So I can say my name, Sarthak. Okay, so if I now run, you will see one field will be added into the collection or the object of each to do. So yeah, you can see at the last we have this Sarthak, user Sarthak we are having. CodePS says, I'm waiting for Laravel 8 in-depth. Laravel 8, yeah, we have to do that. We are not having on the YouTube, although in-depth Laravel course we have. The premium course, I have added one thing for Laravel 8. I'm going to update that soon. Okay, so user is Sarthak. That's good. So this is the computed property. Okay, one more thing is like, what if I don't want or I just want ID, title, completed, and user. I don't want created at and updated at. So I can do something like this. Const to do is equal to do all. Then I'm going to return to do dot map. Actually, this is to do's. Then we get to do, and we need to return an object. Let's see, is it going to work or not? So to do dot ID, we need the ID field is like this. Then we need the title. So just going to give the to field. Let's see, is it going to work or not? First it says we have some error, cannot find title. Oh, I think. Is it like this? Nah, not. So maybe I can have something like this. Okay, so this is not working totally. His course is updated with level 8. Thank you, Tanzim, for this information, and I'm very glad that you are helping me. Okay, so I need to search for serialize once again. Serialize model, and serializing model is here. Okay, serialize model post dot serialize as. So here it's like this thing. You need define type as its TypeScript. Oh really? So I don't think that should be the case. Let's search here. User.serialize. Finally we need to say serialize. Okay, so we have done with the serialize documentation, and how I can do that? Okay, he says we need to define it as a to-do. Is it like this? No. I'm doing totally different thing. So I think it is like to do dot serialize. If I can do value post dot serialize, and then we can define something, and omit field. Okay, so this one is the thing. What if I say dot serialize? No. You can sure do it 100%. Okay, so this is can you help me, anyone? Console log output becomes something like this. I think because it's raining, anytime electricity goes, power cut can happen. So be prepared for unexpected end of this live. Okay, so what's going to happen now? I have serializing model, serializing, everything is same. Serialize model or serialize data. I can actually Google, but before Googling I want to try it myself. So I know this is the case. To do and to do dot serialize. Is it the same thing? Serialize. But now it says map is not there inside this to do. Okay, I got it. Yeah, that's why I don't want to Google, because I know it's all my mistake. Now it says missing method index. What's that mean? Got it. Now we are having everything just like this, but now I only want the ID. If I can do this inside the array. How about putting the field in the array? So serialize, let's once again I have here. So in the array we can define field, and fields will be like this one. So it's like this, and this is going to be fields. Is it fields? Yeah, fields. And then we have array, and I think I need to end this very soon, otherwise like power cut, and if there is a power cut you will see everything as a black. Okay, so we have done that. Boom. So we have id, and we can also define like title like this, and then we need to wait. Okay, so we have the title and we have ID with the pagination. Today we have done lots of things. We have authentication, we have registration, login, token, to-do CRUD, API, status, pagination, serialization, hiding, computed property, whatnot. Various things we have. That's how program really work, Googling, Stack Overflow and more. Correct. But I sometimes restrict myself Googling because I know I have to find on my own. So that's how I find that a weight is there. And that's the normal error I do. Okay, so let's try that for pagination also. And once again, last thing we will do, then we will end this live. Pagination, active records. Okay, so we are here, and I can copy this thing like here. Done. Okay, so obviously request should be there. Done. Now it should give us the paginated version of that thing with the serialization. Yeah, it's not working because we are having a collection of to-dos, and inside the to-dos we are having some other things like if I return that, you can see we are first having some data like these kinds of data we have, then we have something else. Yes. So we have a meta field, then we have a data field. Inside the data we have that. So, but what if the documentation is a crap? No, documentation, you won't have a choice. Documentation is not too bad in my opinion. Yeah, it need some modification, but it's okay. Hello guys, anyone interested to explore Adonis together, please DM me. I'm from India. I have intermediate experience in Laravel and Node. SS Brar. That's very nice that you want to explore with some people. And what I believe, can we create some some community, and then there we can have all people, all Adonis lovers. Although we already have the Discord channel for Adonis, we can go there and you can directly ask for this question there, and I'm sure many people will going to join you. Okay, so I'm going to map. Yeah, I'm going to map, but I'm going to map on .data, and then I'm going to say like to dos, and like this. Is it going to work? Okay, so we are having it's a weird kind of thing I tried. So data is not there. I will love to have a group. Can you do Adonis view, sir? Yeah, sure, I will try that. Sanjay, let's do one thing. Let's join. You can join the Bitfumes community also, Bitfumes Discord channel or Adonis Discord channel, or if you want, you can message me on Twitter. We can create a group, we can chat about Adonis, so we can do lots of things. So I think this need more logic to be spent here, more time also. It's okay, that's fine for today's session. I hope you enjoyed it, and can you tell me what else I can do to make this live more interactive, more fun? Your suggestion matters, so I'm waiting for your suggestion. Any suggestion for this live I'm doing, and not about any language, anything else like the timing or the kind of thing I'm doing on this live. Any other suggestion? Do you have Discord forum? Yeah, I have it. So as I told you, you can find everything on this Twitter account. So you can see we have this Twitter account, Discord link on this Twitter account, so you can directly go. Although I'm going to send it here, so I'm going to copy this and paste it here. No, not this YouTube. Copy, and please give me suggestion while I am giving you the Discord. Telegram channel you should create too. I already have the Telegram channel, Fernando. I have everything. I have a Slack channel, Telegram channel, WhatsApp group, everything is there. So here we are, we have this Discord, and if you want the Telegram group, I can also provide you the Telegram group. Let's wait. And once again, I'm saying you please suggest me something so that we can make this live more interactive, more fun. So here we are with the Telegram group, but although I'm not active on the Telegram, I'm active on the Discord, plus I'm active on this Twitter very much. So please go follow me on the Twitter. You can find the link here on your screen. It's Sarthak Savvy, and if you want, you can try this one. So first I need to copy it here, then I copy from here like this, and then I need to paste it using authentication and some real project. Okay, we'll try. This is the link for the Telegram group. You can join that, but I prefer to follow me on Twitter plus join the Discord channel. That's where I'm very active every day. Okay, so thank you very much. After completing all your React video, I cracked a junior front-end job. Oh, Raghu, that's amazing. You got a job. Congratulations for your journey, and I hope you are going to do very nice on your job, and you go very high. And that's happened because of my React tutorial, and I'm very, very happy for this. I feel like I got the job, although I never did any job. But really, it's good, yeah, Rahul. Keep it up, and don't you can say like always learn. Even if you got the job, I suggest you to learn more, get deeper inside React, and make yourself as a pro in React, because if you stop learning, then you will not grow in your job. And that's what my suggestion is. You have to constantly update yourself, constantly learn about new things, and every not just grabbing the every trending thing, but you need to first master one thing and then take a look on other things. That's great. I think you should build a project, the API web app, and maybe mobile, and deploy, because you're our Netflix, lol. Fernando, it's really good to see this kind of comments. Okay, so any other suggestion? 1 more minute. I'm going to spent here, and then I'm going to end this live. And I wish you are going to follow me on Twitter, join the Discord server, and let's see what else we can do with the Adonis. So live are done for the Adonis because we have explored things. Now it's time for a proper tutorial for the Adonis. I will try, but as you know, I am working on a JavaScript course. It's going to be a full 10-hour of JavaScript course from the basic to the advanced, or if I get the time, I'm going to create the extended version of that JavaScript course, which is going to be paid version, but it's not going to be very high priced. It will be affordable, and that's only if you want to move after the 10 hours. So free things. So it's like we will have a 10-hour of free JavaScript course on our channel. Then we have a 20 or maybe more than hour of content behind the premium wall. So it should be like 30 plus hour of content for our JavaScript course. Okay, now Mohan says miss the live. Don't worry about that. You can rewatch it after I end this live. It's going to be available on this channel. You just need to go on Bitfumes, search for the live videos, and then you can get that. So AdonisJS, create API with Auth. Unlucky just arrived. No, you are not unlucky. You can actually find the videos. I found Adonis to be easier than Laravel to work with. Obviously, TypeScript is a big plus. Correct. You are absolutely right. So, once again, final thing, I'm going to say to bye-bye. And let's see what else I can have on the next live. I'm going to do some live with something different. I want your suggestion what I can explore next for the live thing. Something together. Okay, that's good. Okay, final bye-bye, and we will meet in next live or maybe anywhere else. Bye-bye.